meditation's kind of stupid. But we did it. But we did it.
Oh, true. Honestly, when you told me to try meditation, I was like, dang, what, what is,
Was I on?
what is you? Yeah, what are you talking about?
But
and
it
then,
felt
and
so
then
fucking good. Yeah.
it does, it did, and then people think it's some like hippie type stuff,
Yeah.
you know, and it's like, and it's kind of stuff that you like don't really take seriously, but like whether you believe in manifestation and all that stuff and meditation, and whether you believe in that or not, like it has like it can have like a huge like psychological impact on you. Like for me, it really helped with my anxiety and stuff.
Wait, what do you mean by manifest? Like, what is the first thing you manifested?
First thing I manifested,
Wait,
Sandra.
what is that? What is your first reaction
Personal
on
much.
what is your first
What?
reaction on when I told you about law of attraction and stuff like that?
I mean, like, I've always heard of it. Like, I've heard of it before, but I never really took it seriously.
Yeah.
And so you were so passionate about it, and you were so determined that it worked. I was like, wow, okay. But yeah, it I guess.
But like, do you consider yourself a strong believer of it?
I guess so, because whether like I said earlier, whether you believe in that stuff or not, it really, whether it's like whether you believe in law of attraction in order to, for example, manifest something, or whether it's like for your whether it's for your personal gain, for example, or whether it's just for your own peace of mind, I think it's pretty, I guess. Oh, damn it! Hold on, Zandro, can you hear
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Ah!
What happened?
Oh no! Teresa called me. Are you gonna edit this?
No.
I'm sorry. You're not gonna edit
I
this.
don't know how to edit. Okay.
You know, people are gonna. I just gave Teresa a huge shout out.
How did meditating change your life?
Oh well, like I said earlier, I never really took it seriously before, but then, am I treating this? Is this supposed to be a speech? Am I addressing the audience too?
You don't have to.
Where's, I mean, okay, because like, um, wait, let's start by defining like stuff like manifestation and meditation and all that. Let's explain that to people, because I feel like people don't really understand what we're
Uh,
talking about, and I feel like people might just think we're like lunatics or something.
like hippie stoner kids.
Yeah. Okay, like, okay, you start, because I wouldn't really know how to explain meditation.
I mean, I guess meditation to me is just to to ground yourself again in the present. Since like yeah,
Yes. Wow,
everybody's
that was
thinking so
deep.
much about everybody's thinking so much about like the future or the past or what I could have done, and meditation is just like you telling yourself to shut the fuck up. Yeah, I guess that's how I see
That's
it.
so true. That is so true.
How would you see it?
Okay, how I see it is like rearranging your thoughts and your desires, if that makes sense, and rearranging yourself as a person to establish your priorities,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
And overall meditation, it's like you're sitting there and you're quietly exploring your mind and what your mind can do and what your mind is capable of.
Yeah.
and you're just doing that, and I think it allows you to get to know yourself better and reflect on yourself and your actions. And because of how focused you are on just yourself,
Uh-huh.
I feel like it helps you, yeah, ground yourself. It helps you, um, in a way, become a better person because you're reflecting on you, on yourself and your actions.
I like that. I like that. Um, yeah, how'd that change you as a person? Like the first time you meditated?
Okay, so for anyone who doesn't know, um, Zandro and I started meditating together when we first were put on like ECQ and stuff.
Yeah.
And so for me, my anxiety has always been like social and am I good enough? Am I did I do this the right way? People know what anxiety is, but basically, I was kind of alone with my thoughts for a while, so it would get overwhelming, and so meditation for me, it allowed me to. This is really good for people
Yeah.
with, like, for example, like me with like anxiety or OCD, for example, because it really lets you focus on what's been making you so anxious or nervous, and you kind of dissect your intrusive thoughts, and that allows you to evaluate whether those thoughts are valid or whether they're just irrational and just purely based on your anxiety. And so for me, that made it so much easier to distinguish whether I was spiraling or whether I was genuinely, like, if I had reason to be concerned for something. And most of the time, it was completely irrational because I would worry about things that don't make sense. And then I don't realize that in the moment, but as soon as I would sit down with you and you would ask me like these questions and stuff, and we would be exchanging our thoughts, and then that's when I would realize, wow, that was just my mind playing games. My mind was just
Yeah.
finding, right, my mind was just kind of going into overdrive because I guess I was like lacking the stimulation because we were quarantined and stuff. And so that's when my mind started going the extra mile to make me worry about things, and meditation kind of helped me take it down, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like staying grounded and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm. I don't know, like I started meditating um in Manila, and I don't know how to explain it, but like I would do it in in my bed before I slept, and it just made everything seem like so much more clear.
Yeah,
Yeah, like nothing, like none of your problems like matter that much in the grand scheme of things.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then I vividly remember what you taught me. One of the things you taught me was you, I mean, like, depending on what you're planning on thinking about or what you're trying to manifest or whatever,
Yeah.
um, in the end, towards the end of our like meditation, if I was thinking about a certain like event, like success, for example, um, I vividly remember you asked me, well, what is your action plan for this?
Hmm.
And after all of that thinking and all of that evaluation, it's so much clearer because it's easy to say like, um, I'm 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 gonna get up tomorrow and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna be successful. No, it's not that easy.
Yeah.
But after your mind has been cleared of all of the unnecessary things and unnecessary people, I guess,
Yeah.
then everything becomes so much clearer, and you know exactly what to do, and that's so calming in my opinion.
Yeah, like you actually get to sit down and fucking give yourself a game plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that leads us to manifestation and like law of attraction, like
Hmm.
visualizing yourself uh,
Yeah.
and what you want.
Hmm.
Like uh shit, I don't know. No, but when you visualize yourself like as a buffer person or as a person that gained like 10 pounds of muscle, like you'd wanna, like, it's not gonna happen just because you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
But the more you think about it, the more you want it, and the more you want it,
Yeah.
the more steps you're gonna take towards
Hmm.
what you visualize.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I think that works. What's your, like, I don't know, opinions on like the law of attraction and like visualizing and stuff?
um well, for me, um visualizing, like, for example, I know some people like manifest like love and happiness and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and those are very how do you say, like, they're not very concrete things
Mm-hmm.
to want. Like, for example, it's one thing like to manifest like that you'll get like a puppy, you know what I mean, or like that you'll buy yourself a car. That's one thing, but those are very like, I'm missing the word, you know what I mean, very like, anyway, and it's not it's not that easy to, find love or be happy, for example. And for me, that was, I would just um I remember at one point I was trying to manifest like happiness, and to me the law of attraction works in a way that if, like, you would, like, for example, I just sat down and I was thinking, and I was trying to I guess calm myself down in a way, and I was trying to get myself to focus on being happy, how I will be happy, and what I will do to achieve that.
Yeah.
And just alone focusing on that gave me a clear picture and calmed me down in a sense. And I feel like um the more you worry about being happy, the less likely you're actually going to be happy, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, it does.
And so it all starts with like self-love and acceptance and all that. And I think um manifestation is like a great start for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I remember I watched, like, I think it was like a podcast too or something, and the guy was saying that he said something along the lines of like, you are what you attract, and in this moment you are love, you are happiness, and you feel that flowing through your veins. And I was like, whoa, that is so deep, and I already felt so much better about myself. It's like, it's obviously not that simple, but I think it's like a great step to achieving a lot of things.
Yeah, that you are what you attract thing. Like, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can even see it in your group of friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah. You go first. You go first.
No, 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 I just wanted to say, like, if you wanted to be, if you want to be the best, then you got to make sure you're with the best people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And it's like, I guess, like, if um to put it into perspective, like, you are what you attract also applies to your friends, right? So for example, like, if you if there's a lot of toxic energy in you, of course you're going to attract the worst kind of people, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I'm so grateful for, I was always so grateful for my friends, for you, for all my girls and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I always thought to myself, like, what did I do to deserve these kinds of people in my life? But then I realized, like, you are what you attract.
Yeah.
And I would not be friends with these kinds of people if I wasn't, I guess, a good person or a fairly decent person.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's all I can say to that.
And I'm glad. Like you really do, you really do get what you deserve.
Yeah, exactly.
How have your friends played a part in your self-development?
Oh, well, because like I mean like I I just not too long ago I kind of realized that I'm not like, because when you growing up you always think like you always kind of think it's like you're the best you can be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's not always true. You could I remember like a couple years ago I was an awful person. I was so toxic. But it takes a while to realize that, and it takes good people in your life to realize that. And
Yeah.
so for me, I guess I was already slowly becoming a better person, but to see my friends like in our group chats, for example, they would always share like experiences where they've doubted their self, where they noticed that they didn't react or handle a situation in a good way and or in a healthy way.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess as soon as I realized that I could do better and that I wanted to do better as a person and as a friend, I started noticing how my friends would try to be better people and how they would try to improve. And so I started picking up healthy coping mechanisms and um, a healthy way to handle difficult situations. And I guess um, getting to that point where improving as a person always requires some sort of discomfort. It
Yeah.
requires like you at one point always have to realize at one point you'll have to realize that you weren't a good person and that you want to improve, right? And I think if you have a good set of friends, that makes it so much easier for you. And I think like that's how like meditation and manifestation and all that falls into like having like a zen type like chill lifestyle, because all you ever want is to be better for you and the people around you. And so
Are you satisfied with your current group of friends?
I'm so happy with my friends. Oh my god, I mean like we all have our like flaws and our ups and downs in life, and what I love about us so much is that we can acknowledge that and we can talk about that. And for example, like shout out to like Teresa, for example, because for example when Gabby and I would fall into our kind of toxic unhealthy coping mechanisms, like when we would get anxious, Teresa would just full on stop us and she'd be like, no, like this isn't the way you should be thinking. And then we would be so grateful for her for calling us out. You know what I mean? And
Uh,
I think people mistake being friends with being friends with someone as they should support you no matter what. They should listen to you. They should always be there for you. They should no matter all of like, you know what I mean? Like I may be flawed, but they love me for who I am. Like, no, that's stupid.
yes.
Because you should always want to be better, and your friend, you should always want to be better for yourself and for your friends. And if your friends think this isn't healthy or this isn't good, they should be able to call you out on it. Otherwise, that's not such healthy friendship.
Yeah. Yeah. Shit. That's a good. Yeah. Fuck. I know. Hmm. Fuck.
I've been talking so much, Xandro. You need to talk more. This is your podcast.
Yeah, but like I'm the host. I'm here to.
Ah!
I'm your fucking meditation guy.
True. Okay. I noticed that,
Yeah.
even when we started meditating, and for me, I don't personally like meditating on my own. I always like it with like a friend or you, of course.
Uh,
And it's the reason I do that is because I feel like you ask like as like like it when you're meditating in, like, for example, like groups or like pairs, I feel like it's so perfect because you can guide the other person, and you can, if you know each other well enough, you can
yeah.
ask the exact right questions. And that's exactly how I feel with you. And even when we were meditating, you would always be asking me questions, and I would just keep talking and talking and talking. And
Uh-huh.
then you would always end with, okay, well, how does that make you feel? And I'd be like, oh my God.
Shit. Uh, how's it feel to be in
Yeah.
your first podcast?
Huh?
How's it feel to be in your first podcast?
It's scary. I, I'm like wondering, like, what will people think of me?
Okay, who cares?
True. Okay.
For all they know, we're just fucking crazy stoner college kids.
Yeah.
And he's talking about meditation.
Hey, for legal reasons, that is a joke.
But yeah, holy shit, wow. Like, low key, I'm grateful for this quarantine. Like, not grateful that people are dying, but like grateful that fucking, I'm grateful that we're spending our
I know
time
what you
right.
mean.
We're being
It's
productive.
like, yeah, it's like, there's literally a global pandemic, and we didn't just we didn't just fall into that hole and watch Netflix all day and hide in our rooms. Like, we're actually working on ourselves, and we're improving physically and mentally, and I guess socially too. And in so many different ways we're working on ourselves. So I mean, good for us.
Yeah. Like we're in our own homes and we're still in discomfort, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what else have you been doing? Like to during quarantine?
Well, I've just been trying to do things that I hadn't been able to do before
Mm-hmm.
quarantine. So, for example, before quarantine, I was so lazy, and now I work out every day.
Yeah.
As I try. And then I guess I tried being artistic,
Mm-hmm.
because, like, being an art student in high school, like, nah, nah, that traumatized me for a bit. But but then just now I started, like, I just, like, I opened my watercolors, and I got my sketchbook out of my closet and stuff, and I learned how to use Photoshop and stuff. Which, by the way, uh, Teresa and I have a Instagram for
Yeah, you can
political and, I guess, like, social awareness, called Like-Minded Girls PH. Just a quick shout out.
quick plug.
Yeah, yeah. And that's what I've been working on, and that's how I've been keeping myself sane.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Do you have any like design philosophies or something?
Sorry, can you say that again?
Do you have any like design philosophies like, oh, all my
What do you
shit should
mean?
be pastel and simple, or everything should be complicated, or everything should be floral themed, or
Um,
like what's
Here's
your
the
design
thing. I
philosophy?
feel
Yeah.
I um I don't really give myself, like, a theme or any, like, restrictions or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I feel like I'd get frustrated so easily. But then, I mean, like, I haven't really been um doing like artsy stuff for the sake of making something nice and pretty, but more for the sake of like taking my mind off things and like as like a self-care thing rather than like a, I don't know, a skill thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like honestly, like a lot of my work is like half started or like not even finished because I'm just like, next thing. How about you? What have you been up to, Zan?
I've been journaling. I've been art stuff. And like, yeah, it's fun. I have a different fucking view on art now because I've been like locked up.
Really?
Yeah. I think art is uh stupid.
How so?
Like, because there's this one video game. It really fucked up my mind, and it's a video game about uh shit. How do I explain? It's a video game about being a game reviewer, reviewing someone else's games. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
So you start off as the critic, and you just go around like this kid's games, and you say like you start off in his first like Counter-Strike map, and you say things like, oh, this creator put barrels here because he's showing off his distinctive style as a video game designer, blah blah blah.
Wow.
Yeah. And it just goes deeper, and eventually like the critic starts going like, oh, he made his game like this because he's in a really sad state, or he's
Oh.
no. And once you keep playing games, like his fucking reviews get deeper and deeper, and he starts like stalking more, like, what's up with this guy's life, like, did he break up with his girlfriend, is that why you made the game?
Oh.
And on the last level of that game, the creator like puts in like big walls of text, like why the fuck are you looking at my personal life to review my games? Like, I made this
Whoa.
because I like making games. It's not because I broke up with my girlfriend. Fuck you. Yeah.
Wow.
So the game ends with like, stop putting the artist's personal life on, like, with the context. Just like view it as like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, like view it as
I know what you
game. Yeah.
mean.
I don't know.
It's like it's like when you're in like art class or English class, for example, and
Yeah.
it's like there were like so many memes about that, and it was like it was something like the curtains are blue, and then the English teacher is like, they're blue because sadness and this and that, and the author's just like,
Yeah.
no, they're just blue, like that's just it.
Yeah.
And it's like I know what you mean, like in like any art related field, when you're like looking at like a piece, for example, like you have the tendency, I like doing that, to be honest,
Yeah.
but you have the tendency to read too much into the artist's life sometimes, and sometimes that's not what it's about, right?
Yeah.
And that's why art is so subjective. Wow.
Like, that painting of Vincent van Gogh's like room,
Mm-hmm.
like his bed and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I've heard so much people go like, oh yeah, he painted his room to show like the effects of poverty during that time, and like how he lived as a poor Frenchman in the fucking like countryside. But it's just like, I don't think Van Gogh thought that deep, and like like, he's just a crazy dude, and I'm sure he just went,
What if he got bored and he just
yeah,
painted his own room?
like, hey, this is my room. I
Oh.
hope you enjoy.
Oh,
That's fucking it.
that's true.
I'm sure like lots of art has different secret deep meanings, but most of the
Mm-hmm.
art, uh, they're just about like they're just made because because why the fuck not?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, can I tell you this one story?
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't know the name of the piece, but fuck it. There's this girl. She was friends with Picasso and this other famous artist. I forgot the name, but the girl was like, "Shit, I wish I had a fur coat." And Picasso was like, "You know, fur makes everything look so expensive." And the other friend went, "If I make this teacup out of fur, it's gonna be expensive too." And like, hmm. So now in the Museum of Modern Art in New York, there's a fucking teacup made of fur.
Fur. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, and it's just like sitting there.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
That's
it's
so
real art
funny.
now. But it's all
Is
just
it?
based off a fucking stupid conversation between like three well-known
Oh
people.
my god.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Huh. What
What?
do you think about art and like making art, like the process of it?
My god. How did we go from meditation to art? Oh my god. um, I mean, like, to be completely honest with you, I mean, like, I guess like art is supposed to be like, okay, here. When I started getting into art and stuff, it was always for like a class, and I never really got to do it in my free time. And I was always so occupied with finishing an artwork for that class, so that when I submit it, I would never even think about doing anything on my own free time because, like, why? I'm gonna have to do this later on again.
Yeah, yeah,
But basically, in senior high school, we had to have like a theme for our artworks, and then we had to like explore like media and stuff, and it was like a little too constricting in my opinion.
uh-huh.
And so I never really got to explore my own art style. But art for me personally is like, or like the process of making it is has always been very symbolic. Like
Yeah.
everything's there for me, at least everything's
Uh-huh.
there for a reason, whether that's like the color, the texture, the composition, you know what I mean? There's always an explanation for it.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think that also like that part of that's also because like I was an art student,
Mm-hmm.
which is why stuff like modern art, the ones where it's specific, I forgot all of the movements honestly. But like the ones where it's like it specifically and aggressively has no meaning, like those really like confuse me. Like I just can't, like, why did you do it this way, and why did you place it here, and you know what I mean? It's like it really confuses me.
It's so
Yeah, how
funny
about
how like
you?
we see like the same subject so differently.
I know. Why? How do you feel about it?
No, it's like because my thing is art is nothing and yours is like art
Art
is
is everything.
everything.
Yeah.
Like that's so cool.
I know.
But yeah, oh my god.
We should make an artwork together.
Yeah, we should.
That would be so fun.
We should
Ah,
film it. We should fucking film it.
yes. Okay, video idea for you.
Oh my god. Okay, so do you have anything else to add?
I don't know. I've just been following you.
Hmm.
But wait, let me check my phone's life. I'm
Huh?
on 20%. I'm on 22%.
Okay, last topic.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about?
Your podcast.
I don't know. I didn't prepare for this.
Ah!
Okay, we're talking about meditation.
Yes.
I want to talk about religion, but I don't know how.
That is a very complex issue or topic.
Hmm. Hmm.
Or I mean, like, if you look at it, okay, if you want
Yeah.
me to make the connection, in a way, meditation and manifestation is like, I mean, like, it's part of like what, like, oh my God, I'm gonna get this so wrong.
Yeah, keep going.
Is it manifestation was like a thing in like India, right? It was like a kind of like a religious type of thing, and then it blew up, and then white people started doing it, right?
Yeah. The Buddhist, the Buddhist stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, and so if you're not a very religious person, it's manifestation is kind of like, I guess, praying, but not to a god, but to, I mean, I guess to a god, to the universe, divine, whatever divine power you think there is, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
whoever.
then also it's the same kind of concept. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how I would connect it.
But
That's
yeah,
how I would explain
manifestation is
it.
kind of like praying.
Yeah, it is.
Like God, give me a fucking Ferrari.
But I feel like the difference between prayer and um manifestation is with when you're praying, you're asking, I mean, you're asking God to do something for you. You're thanking God for something that He's done for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas when you're manifesting, it's um like I want this to happen, so I'll make it happen through my own willpower. Something like that. You know what
Yeah,
I
yeah. I get you. Like our fucking you know, I'm manifesting myself to be buff. And like, how can I be buff? Shit. Okay, I have to watch my diet. I have to eat more. I have to eat less. I gotta get weights.
Mm-hmm.
We really zoned in the last time we meditated on what we
Yeah,
wanted.
it got very um, what is it? What is it called?
Yeah,
Philosophical.
philosophical.
But then I feel like some people see manifestation as like a spiritual religious type thing,
Yeah,
whereas others like see it as like a self-care, self-improvement type thing. And I think that just depends on you as a person, like how you'll view manifestation and meditation and all that stuff.
yeah,
Like I know some people that really do treat manifestation like prayer, like, you know, like um they try to make something happen by, I guess, not wishing for it, but like, you know what I mean, by wanting it strong, like willpower, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Whereas I feel like you and me treat manifestation as like this is what I need to do, this is what I'm gonna do, and this is how I'll do it.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like we see it as like a more practical type thing, but other people really see it as like a spiritual kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting how there's different like ways to do it, I guess.
Do you watch the Midnight Gospel?
Oh, I forgot to continue. I was on like episode 3 or something.
Yeah, episode
Where I
3. There was
didn't
like a
really
magic guy, like talking about manifestation
magic.
and stuff. Yeah, he said
And
something
then
like magic is exerting your will into the universe so that it'll happen.
wow, that is I need to watch that again.
Yes,
Oh my
you should.
goodness.
But like, I don't know, like, yeah, it just like further like proves, no, not proves, but like it just talks about our thing further. Like we see it as like our own, I don't know, like our own willpower thing, and like he
Mm-hmm.
sees it as like, exerting his will into the universe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, That guy was in death row.
Huh?
That guy was in death
Oh,
row.
on death row?
Yeah. He was framed.
Oh,
He was
oh,
framed for I don't know, but at the last minute, he was saved. Yeah, they
oh.
got the thing. But for the past like 12 years, he's been like reading every book about meditation and like Zen
Mm-hmm.
Buddhism, and that really changed him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I think it really does change you as a person.
yeah. This quarantine changed me as a person. Oh,
Same here.
but yeah, how's your exercise? How's your cold showers?
uh, I take cold showers?
Yeah, do you take cold showers?
What?
Wait, did I ever talk to you about cold showers?
I think you did, but I don't take cold showers. I take like warm showers.
Damn, I stopped taking cold showers, so but like so good. They're so good for you.
It is. Oh, it's worth it though.
If you'll take cold showers, I'll take cold showers.
Okay.
Okay. I took it.
Okay.
I took one today because I promised Charlotte that I'd take a cold shower.
Oh,
Yeah, I really want.
okay.
Yeah. Is that it? Are we done?
I, I guess my phone's gonna die soon.
Okay. Okay. There.
Okay. There. Oh, there's no outro. Oh.
Thanks for watching. That's fucking it.
See you next time. Oh.
Next guest.
Is it still recording?
Yeah.
Is it still recording? Oh, it's still recording. Oops.
3, 2, 1.